breaking news which is coming, and this is a Times Now exclusive. Well, as the tensions in the Middle East prevail, the Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister, who is currently in India for the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting, has indicated that Iran wants a permanent end to the conflict. Iran says that they are ready to open the Strait of Hormuz, provided that America ends the naval blockade. He has said that Iran did not seek a ceasefire with the United States, saying that what they want is a complete end, a full stop, not a pause to the war. Let me go across to our managing editor, Zaka Jacob, who joins us. Zaka, this is very interesting. This is right ahead of Arakchi landing in Delhi for the BRICS summit. You've spoken to the Deputy Foreign Minister. What's going to be the way forward? What can we expect in the next few days?
So clearly the concern for India has been the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. We just spoke to the Deputy Foreign Minister of Iran, and he has said that Iran is willing to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The only preconditions are that America should end the naval blockade, and there are about $25 billion of frozen Iranian assets which they want unfrozen. So if these two conditions are agreed to, he says that they're willing to reopen the strait. Of course, it will be reopened under a new mechanism whereby ships will be charged depending on the volume of cargo that they are transporting and depending on the size of the ship. And this will be a mechanism whereby a service fee or a service charge will be told by both Iran and Oman. Remember, Oman controls the southern coast of the Strait of Hormuz and Iran controls the northern side. So this will be a joint revenue sharing mechanism, as it were, as it was articulated by the Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister once they open the strait. He also did mention that there were about 11 Indian ships that had been allowed to go in these last 2 months since the war began, and there are still about 13 or so that are still stuck in the Strait of Hormuz. And he said that India is a friendly country and that they're open to moving those ships or allowing those ships transit through the Strait of Hormuz, provided there is some kind of an arrangement when it comes to the commercials that can be agreed upon by both sides. He is, of course, here as part of the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting. The official meeting happens tomorrow. Abbas Arakchi, the Iranian Foreign Minister, lands later tonight. He will also be separately meeting with his Indian counterpart, the External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar. And all eyes are on whether there will be a joint statement that will be issued at the end of the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting. Right now, there are negotiations going on around the text of the draft. And if they come to a consensus, then India, as the host, will be reading out that joint declaration if they are able to come to a consensus. But I think the important thing is he has said that Iran is willing to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, provided America ends the naval blockade and puts an end to the war and also unfreezes some of these frozen Iranian assets.
Absolutely. That's the big takeaway for India, that Iran considers India as a friendly nation and is helpful and looking forward towards coming up with some kind of a solution when it comes to the Strait of Hormuz to keep it open for Indian vessels. Thank you so much, Zaka Jacob, for joining us.